Hey, this is last week's episode of the podcast. If you would like to get this week's episode and bonus content, you're able to get that over on patreon.com/thecrabscorner. Thanks for listening. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of the Crabs Corner podcast. What is up? My name's Austin. I guess you'd probably better know me as Glowl on the World Wide Web, but my name's Austin, so if you need to know that, there it is. Hi, what's up? The Crabs Corner podcast is this. I don't know. We're just going to sit down and talk for a bit, hang out, you know what I mean? I do have a Patreon, which this will be uploaded to first, so Patreon exclusive listeners will get the episode a week early. If that's something you'd like, it's only $1 right now. It's only $1, so I don't see why you wouldn't go subscribe to my Patreon. You know what I mean? But if you are watching this on YouTube, links in the description to my Patreon. No, just joking. But for real, if you're watching this on YouTube, what's up? Hi, hello. I feel like most of you probably are, which is fine. It's cool, whatever. And then also, if you'd like to follow my podcast, which is fine. It's cool, whatever. And then also, if you'd like to follow my podcast Twitter, that would be sick as well. That's where you're gonna get all the podcast updates or whatever. I just released a Crabs Corner shirt, so if you wanna go check that out, that'd be sick as well. But anyway, hi, hello. So I feel like the first episode's probably not gonna be the best. Also, I forgot to mention, you can probably tell on my voice, it's like I'm a little bit sick. I'm a little bit sickly. I don't think like I'm actually sick. I just feel like my throat is kind of like, hey boy, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And so that's kind of where that is right now. It's really cold out, and I assume that's probably why. It was nice out, and then it got super cold all of a sudden. So that's my only guess as to why my voice is like this. So I don't know. Like this video if you guys feel sick too. Ha! Anytime if you ever feel sick and you just want somebody to care about you, then like this video and I'll care about you. I'll bring soup, oodles and noodles, dude. Oodles and noodles will make your day better. I don't know. Ramen. Do you guys call it oodles and noodles? When I was younger, that's all my I live with my grandparents, so that's all they would call it. They'd be like, "Yo, go, show oodles and noodles." But where is it ever called that? That's the only time I've ever heard it called that. Is when parents call it that. So why is it called oodles and noodles? There ain't no way that's really what it's called, is it? Because where did the name come from? It doesn't say it anywhere on the pack, right? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. If I'm wrong, then I'm just an idiot. But it's called ramen, right? Is it the American version of ramen, just oodles? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But I mean, what is an oodle? What is an oodle even? That doesn't make any sense. I have no idea what an oodle is or why it matters, but it's called noodles and noodles. Oh, if you guys want to like this podcast, then maybe show me some reassurance that it's okay to talk about myself for an hour straight, and hopefully people. That's kind of actually, you know what? That's kind of messed up. I mean, this podcast is gonna have topics like gaming, anime, I guess mostly gaming and anime, probably. But it is going to have topics like that. So, the fact that, people expect you to pay money to, listen to themselves talk about themselves, that's kind of weird, isn't it? You know what? Don't follow me on Patreon. No, I'm just joking. Follow me on Patreon. I need some kind of extra money for this because I'm trying to make this a big thing. Lately, I've been playing Smash Bros. A lot. And Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, if you guys don't know. Pretty fun game. I think I'm going to main Ganondorf. He's the only one that I can really get behind, because he's got a fucking big old sword, and his sword is fucking, dude. His sword is beat like I don't know why, but it just destroys everything. His knockback is so insane. I don't know a lot of the technical stuff. I mean, I kind of do, but not enough to where it's okay to just sit here and pretend like I know everything. You know what I mean? Vapes for days, boys. Vapes for days. I know there's that. We can talk about some movies, right? I just watched Bandersnatch not too long ago, which is it's interesting. See, here's the thing about Bandersnatch. I'm gonna try to stop saying a lot too. I feel like I've done that frequently in this podcast, so I'm gonna attempt to stop doing that. Hopefully over time, I feel like the podcast will get better. You know what I mean? Like this is just the first one, so I don't expect it to be amazing, but I'm sure over time I'll just get used to just thinking of things to talk about on the top of my head. Maybe even I could write some stuff down. I'm not really sure. But hey, if you want to listen to something, and maybe eventually my voice will get better. It was fine yesterday, and then today, the day that I plan to record the stupid podcast, my voice is messed up, dude. It's messed up. Hell no. Hell no, dude. My voice did not need to be messed up like that. But it is. So, I don't know. There's that. So, if you guys haven't seen Bandersnatch, I do recommend watching it, but I don't recommend watching it a lot. Like, don't watch it more than once. Because I watched it the first time and I was like, okay, this is cool. I could maybe get behind this. You know what I mean? It was really interesting. But watching it the second time made me hate it. I was like, I don't think I like this movie very much. It was cool. It was cool in concept. It was like not a bad movie. But I think I was been like spoiled with other choose your own adventure like Telltale games and stuff. It was specifically Telltale. Like that I feel like the movie didn't do it well. Does that make sense? Like I think it was really creative and it was cool. It was really creative and it was cool. It was a nice way to bring it into like a movie area, especially like if any movie was gonna do it, it'd have to be Black Mirror. It just makes the most sense for Netflix to just do it with Black Mirror. But I feel like it could have been better. Or I don't want to spoil anything, because I do recommend watching it. I don't want to spoil anything, but like, it was hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend? Well, guess what? I bet he doesn't kiss ya. No, but you probably saw that coming when I said hit or miss. I guess I never miss. Is that a dead meme now? It's 2019, so that could be a dead meme. I don't know. I'm gonna try. By the way, I'm gonna try to get an episode every week up. By the way, this is what this is, right? So, because you're getting on Patreon, you're getting it a week early, right? So, wait a second. That means I have to record this podcast episode, and then wait a week to upload it to YouTube. I'm recording with Audacity, so like every once in a while, the thing will freeze up and kind of stop. And then it'll like super speed my voice. I don't know why. I don't quite understand that. Maybe it's just some kind of setting that I have to where I can't record for long. I don't know. I use Audacity to make my little quirk songs, but like I feel like it's never done that there. I don't know what it is. Maybe because there's no backing track added yet. I have no idea what it is. But so if there's any small little glitches in the audio, that's probably why. I'm trying to catch each one. It's only happened twice. One at the very beginning and one just a couple seconds ago. But I'm trying to catch them to the best of my ability, I suppose. If you follow me on Twitter, I just did like a Red Bull review, kind of. It was kind of like just a joke. I just sat down and I was like, I want to do something, but I have no idea what. A joke. I just sat down and I was like, I want to do something, but I have no idea what. It was one of those bored 3 a.m. thoughts, you know what I mean? We were just like, oh, let's do something weird. So I sat down and did a little take on my Red Bull. It was like kind of a little skit. I was playing a character who's like a little bit, I don't know, he's dumb. Like, he didn't go to school, I don't know. And that's just kind of what it was. But as for like, I don't know, should I talk more about myself? No, we were talking about Bandersnatch. I already kind of went over what I thought about Bandersnatch, but there's another movie that I want to talk about. The big movie recently, Birdbox. Alright, now Birdbox, ooh boy, I didn't hate Birdbox, but I definitely didn't love it either. It was okay for what it was, but I feel like it was way too overhyped. You know what I mean? Like, without spoiling it, the ending was, it was alright. But because of the ending, like, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Bird Box yet, go watch it and then skip ahead for like a couple minutes. But nothing was resolved. You know what I mean? Like, the danger is still there. So I don't quite understand what they were going for. Like, I kind of get it. I guess I kind of get what they were going for, but nothing was resolved. They just kind of evaded the problem, but that never works. Like, if you guys watch The Walking Dead, you'll think they're in a good spot, but they're never in a good spot. Some other shit is going to fuck them up, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care where they're at. It's not gonna stop them from being tortured. You know what I mean? Like eventually they're gonna run in. I don't know. I feel like the acting was bad at some points. Machine Gun Kelly was in it, which I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like that. I'm not a big MGK fan, but I don't know. It was funny seeing him in it, I guess. And you can kind of see his nuts at one point. He's got like a sex scene, kind of, where someone walks in on him, banging this other girl up against a washing machine, and you can see his nuts a little bit, which I thought was funny. I didn't find that out. I didn't find that out on my own, okay? I was told that. And I went back and looked, okay? Alright? I'm not trying to look at MGK's nuts. Alright? I'm not trying to look at Machine Gun Kelly's ball sack. Alright? I don't think Birdbox is worth watching, I'm gonna be honest. It's not worth it. Don't watch Birdbox. My heater just kicked on, so if you can hear it, that's why. I feel like it's been done so many different ways, but better. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen The Mist, but that's Bird Box, but better. It's essentially the same thing. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I just go watch The Mist instead. Even The Mist show is like hella good. It doesn't have an ending. They canceled it, but like first season, that's pretty sick. Now some of you might be questioning if whether or not this is going to be just an audio only podcast, not podcast. The answer is yes and no. I know, right? Very, very good answer. But I'm gonna have special episodes, Patreon only episodes where it will have video on Patreon, but a lot of them will, or not a lot, but like there'll be a special episode every once in a while, probably maybe every 10 episodes. That'll be a video episode. And you're also wondering, is it just going to be me? Am I going to be the only one talking? Sometimes yes, but also sometimes no. I don't know I'm not quite sure where to work around it. I kind of just want to feel it out for a bit and see. I'm sure there will be guests. I'm sure I can get some friends on and whatever and just kind of go off with them. Because I think it'll be fun. But as for like right now, I just kind of want to feel it out and see what I can do with the podcast. It's the first episode, there's a lot to go off of. There's a lot that I'm able to do or choose not to do. So, I don't know. The best thing I could say is follow my podcast on Twitter to get the updates for it. We've only got 10 followers right now, but for the start, it's not too bad. But yeah, so I do eventually plan on having like friends on, maybe some special guests later in the future. I don't know. That's kind of just what I'm going with right now. Seeing where that takes us. So for the first few, it will just be me probably, and then we'll go from there. And same with the video podcast. Special episode over on Patreon every once in a while if you want to go check it out. Also, Patreon will have exclusive merch as well. So if that's something you'd be interested in, go check out my Patreon. I'm really pushing the Patreon, but that's kind of where like the main focus on this podcast is gonna be. You know what I mean? So that's kind of just what it is. That's just what it is, guys. It's what it is. That's the way the news goes. I'm trying to see if Audacity's picking up my birds in the background. I'm almost certain it is, and I really don't like the birds. Birdbox, we're talking about Birdbox. They're freaking out. We're gonna die. But no, for real, they are annoying as all get out, and I'm not a fan. But they're not really my birds. They're my grandparents' birds, so I can't really get rid of them. You know what I mean? I have a cat. My cat's really cool. His name is Charlie. He's actually pretty dope. Charlie's a really cool guy. He just chills. Right now he's out. He's like an inside cat, but like he goes outside to go to the bathroom and stuff. So he's kind of well trained, I guess. Not trying to flex, but like my cat's. He was an outside cat at first. I'm not gonna lie, but we adopted him and brought him inside. So not really adopted. We had him. We brought him inside. And it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. I guess I'm gonna shout out my YouTube as well. I plan on uploading content there. Not as a main focus. The podcast is gonna be my main focus, I think. but YouTube will definitely be other places you can see me. I think that'll be cool because uploading content there, not as a main focus. The podcast is gonna be my main focus, I think, but YouTube will definitely be other places you can see me. I think that'll be cool because I don't know, content creation is something I've always liked, but I've never known how to do it correctly, and I've always kind of felt things out. But I feel like this year, I don't know, maybe it's just like the new year, new me kind of mindset going. But I really feel like this year I kind of have it locked down. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest, I paused the recording to wait for my birds to shut up, but it's not happening. So hopefully I can edit it out even slightly to where you can't hear them. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. I feel like this year I finally got it like pinned down to what I want to do. So at the beginning of the year, it's going to be kind of focusing on how I want to go about it. You know, I set up this podcast. I've written out ideas for my channel, where I want to go with it, how I want to do it. I bought new, better equipment and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are as well. And I did just look on Twitter, and they announced the cast for Celebrity Big Brother 2, the second season of the Celebrity Big Brother. And I'm nervous. I'm nervous to see who it is. I don't know if you guys even care about Big Brother. It's an American reality TV. Well, it's not American. It's in other countries as well. But it's a reality TV show where they pretty much throw everyone in a house. They throw, normally it's around 16 people into one house together. I think it's normally between like 12 and 16 is what they go for. And it pretty much goes all summer. Celebrity Big Brother last year was a little bit earlier in the year, so the real season can go on in the summer. But they throw everyone in a house together, and they compete in competitions. They make alliances. They backstab. I don't know. It's entertaining. My grandparents have watched it for their whole entire life, and because I live with them my entire life, I've watched literally every season with them. I'm only 20, so like the first few, I have no idea what the fuck was going on. 20, so like the first few, I have no idea what the fuck was going on. Dude, why are my birds going off like that? Go off, Thor. Go off. What is this problem? But he hates me, so if I go down there, it's gonna make it worse. If I go down there and try to calm him. Oh, he's done. Alright, good. But pretty much they throw them all in the house. It's entertaining. Like I said, I've watched just about, I have watched every season. I don't remember the first couple. The last seasons have been pretty decent. You know, every now and then it's hit or miss with like the people they choose to put in. But they announced the cast for Celebrity Big Brother Season 2. So I'm a little bit interested on who they've chosen. Hopefully it's someone I know. I really want a YouTuber to be in here. Now I know it's not, like they're not celebrities, quote unquote, but they're internet stars, technically, their personalities. So it's possible that one could be. I kind of really want Shane Dawson. I feel like they might not want to do that. I know Joey Graceffa was on The Amazing Race, so like that's possible. I don't know. I want a YouTuber on there. I think it'd be sick if Pete Davidson was on it. I don't think that'll happen either. He's too relevant. It's kind of got to be someone that's like washed up in the nicest way possible. Someone that's kind of able to take a step back from their, you know, famous career and do it. But let's go ahead and look. Hopefully I know someone on here. Last season I only knew like 3 of the people. Sorry about the literal pterodactyl in the fucking background. But alright, let's go ahead. I plan on like soundproofing this room, and hopefully like there's gonna be another door leading to my like area upstairs. So hopefully that'll limit any noise. Whatever. Back to Big Brother. I guess the first guy is Jonathan Bennett, and he's apparently an actor / host. I don't actually know who this is. The picture looks a little bit familiar, but I don't honestly know. Next, Tamar Braxton. Singer, TV personality, honestly don't know. Candy Burris, singer, TV personality, don't know her. Tom Green. Okay, I recognize him. He's like a comedian, but I don't know him. Lolo Jones, Olympic track and bobsled star. Okay. Kato Kalin. Nope. Wow, this would be... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of underwhelming. I don't know any of these people. Joey Lawrence, actor, producer. Ryan Lochte. Gonna be honest, I don't know any of these people. Natalie Eva Marie, she's a wrestler. Anthony Scaramucci, he's a White House Director of Communications. Sure. And the last person, please be someone I know. Please, 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 I'm begging. I'm begging. Ball player, I don't. Well, alright, that's a little bit underwhelming, but it'll be okay, I guess. I didn't expect much. I didn't think they'd put a YouTuber or Pete Davidson in it simply because their career right now is bigger than it, it's not going to help them. I don't know. It's more important to, whatever. But yeah, I don't know if we can go off about Big Brother for a little bit, but probably not for this episode. Maybe we'll have like when it starts. I'm sure it'll be something I talk about in the podcast because I could probably go on. I mean, I'll just start a Big Brother podcast. Holy crap! Could you imagine? Doing a Big Brother podcast? Whoa. Maybe I could get on Big Brother. See, that's like I want to go on in that show really bad. Like, I really want to do it, but you have to be 21. I'm only 20, so I have to wait until next year to even, like, apply. You have to be 21. I'm only 20, so I have to wait until next year to even, like, apply to be able to do it. So, maybe I'll get a Big Brother podcast cooking, and I can go on it, and I'll be like, yo, what's up? It's your boy Austin here, better known as Glowell, and I do a stupid podcast about this stupid show, so, listen, I know everything. No, but I think it'd be cool to be on a reality TV show, specifically that one because that's like the one reality TV show that I watch every season. I don't even know if the show's that good. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I don't know even if it's that good. But I don't know. It's interesting nonetheless. What else is there to talk about? What else could we go on about? I don't really know. Like I'm 20 minutes in and I don't want to run out of ideas, but I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. See, because if I had someone else talking to me, like, in the podcast, I feel like it kind of just be able to go off of each other, and, like, they could say something else, just, like, a little conversation, which is cool. If you guys do follow me on Patreon, you can go ahead and leave, like, things that you want me to talk about. I know someone on Twitter said they wanted me to talk about, like, the gaming industry, which is cool, but I don't know if I have a very strong opinion about it. I think that's good. I think it's fine because I know I don't want to say things that are hella uneducated. Maybe I do. Maybe that'll bring controversy here, but I don't think there's much wrong with it at this point. I'm gonna be honest, especially for any of the games I like. Like, okay, the Elder Scrolls 6 being announced, but it's probably not gonna come out for like another 5 years. Like, that's a little bit okay. There's no need to announce it. I don't know. I understand. I guess I get it, but I don't know. Pokemon's coming out soon this year. Animal Crossing this year. I'm a Nintendo fanboy, so like if anything I talk about gaming wise, it's probably gonna be Nintendo. So just there's a heads up. So if you have any Nintendo related questions, I got you there. PD Piranha coming out in Smash Bros soon. What else is there? Pro Game and Control Man. Get it? That was a Bandersnatch reference. If you guys didn't know about Bandersnatch. Oh, I'm waiting for My Hero Academia Season 4. That'll be sick. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out in that season. Of the anime, at least. My Hero Academia is honestly one of the best anime I've seen my entire life. Like, everything about that show is amazing. If there's one show I have to recommend, one anime that I have to recommend, one anything that I recommend checking out, it's definitely My Hero Academia. Because, here's why. I'll tell you why. Everyone's like, well, what's so good about it? Okay, first of all, it's got the perfect balance of serious and not serious moments. Right? It's got the perfect balance of that. The characters are all unique except for really cool. I'm bad at selling things, so like I really shouldn't be promoting My Hero Academia, but it's so amazing. I've fallen in love with just about every character. There's not one character I hate except Mineta. But I'll give him a pass because we're supposed to not like him, so that's fair, alright? The villains are all dope. There's not one bad villain. Well, I mean, technically they're all bad, but you get the idea. I'm wearing an All Might shirt right now, so like, it's pretty dope. I think that it's just a fun anime. Like the one part. See, there's a couple of my favorite scenes, and I don't want to spoil anything, but No, I can't even say it without spoiling it, which is really rough because it's like a really good scene. It's so funny. Um, I don't wanna mess it up. You know what I mean? So there's that. Sorry about that. Sorry, I don't want to spoil it. Maybe eventually I can talk about it. I don't know. Should I include spoilers? Is that something? Because it's like it's my thoughts. You know what I mean? I don't know. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen season 3 of My Hero Academia, don't. Well, maybe it's season 2. I don't know. Uh, Pretty much, Deku breaks his arms a lot. The main character, Deku, breaks his arms a lot when fighting because he can't control his quirk one for all, which was a quirk passed down from the number one hero, All Might, and he can't control the quirk. He is too weak and I don't know, not uneducated, but he's not trained enough yet to use the full potential. So he tends to hurt himself a lot while doing it, which is a very big setback because, you know, obviously you don't want to, in order to use your quirk, you have to hurt yourself. And dumb, but like it's dumb, like that it makes sense, like, but you don't want to do it. And so he breaks his arms a lot, and it gets to the point where if he breaks his arms anymore, he literally will not be able to use his arms. And for a fighting quirk, one that requires physical contact, punching is something that you're gonna want to do a lot. So he tries to figure out how he can work around it, and just out of nowhere, he's like, "Holy shit! Oh my god! I can use my fucking legs." What the hell? I'm not wearing my glasses. Hold on, this is a real issue. Where are they? How did I not know? I was wondering why my eyes hurt. I felt to like push them up. They're not there. Where are my glasses? Holy crap. I have to hold on. I have to look for them. Pausing the recording. Okay, I found them. They were in the bathroom. I knew something looked off. I didn't know what it was. But anyway, he's like, holy shit, I can use my legs. I don't have to punch things. I can kick things. Because his legs are stronger anyway. You know, legs are normally stronger unless you train your arms specifically for a while. But so he ends up start training his legs. He develops a new style of fighting. He tries to make the quirk his own because he doesn't want to go off of All Might. He doesn't want to just be a clone of All Might. He wants to do it in his own way. And I think that, I don't know, the way it was like brought up and the way it played out, it was so hilarious. I don't know. I don't exactly know what episode it was, but it was either closer to the end of season 2 or the beginning of season 3. I know the first episode of season 3, they're at a pool, I believe. They're there. It was like kind of a filler episode almost, which is fine. Yeah, I don't know. Even their filler episodes, which they don't have many of, they all they start off as a filler episode, but near the end they start like bringing it all together, and they add to the story, which is kind of why I like this show. I think it's around 70 episodes in right now. But even the filler episodes don't feel like filler episodes. Does that make sense? They all have like an underlying purpose of why the episode is there. I don't know. And then the My Hero Academia Vigilantes manga, that's just as good. The spin-off of the show is just as good. Um the characters are almost even more unique. The three main characters, I mean, I can say their names. Pop Step, Knuckle Duster, and I don't know which one. The Crawler, if you want to go by that. He's not called that in the first book. But their quirks are really interesting. The Crawler kind of has a similar idea to Deku. I don't know, the Crawler, if you want to go by that. He's not called that in the first book. But their quirks are really interesting. The Crawler kind of has a similar idea to Deku. Their ideas are similar. Although the reason that they're vigilantes is because they aren't able to. They haven't passed, or they're not smart enough to get into hero school, which I think is really cool. I don't want to go over what their quirks are. Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know. Do I want to talk about spoiler like related topics? Because I feel like I could go on for much longer if I talk about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's something that I kind of gotta decide along the lines here. It's honestly a little bit rough because I don't wanna not talk about it. it's something I want to talk about. So I guess I want to talk about it. Spoilers. Spoilers again. The crawler, he is his name. He can crawl. He gets on his hands and knees, or well, hands and feet, I guess technically, and he can glide. He can just glide on the ground fast. I think he can go faster than someone on a bike. I'm pretty sure is what it describes it as. Pop step, she can jump really high. She's also a social media star, so a lot of people know who she is. But that's Pop Step's quirk. And then we have Knuckle Duster, who doesn't have a quirk. He's an alcoholic. He's an older guy, and he doesn't have a quirk. He just beats people up with his fist. He's got like a brass knuckles on, but for fighting villains, he's pretty badass. You know, Knuckle Duster's a cool dude, and they have there's a cool story going on with the villains. In the second book, they kind of start to go over the beginning of the hero killer Stendhal. They go over his, awakening, his like realization of what he is supposed to do, which is really sick. They kind of continue on that on the third book a little bit. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. I recommend it definitely. I'm just honestly so invested with the characters and the storyline and all that. I've watched like every conspiracy video on YouTube about it. I've got a couple OCs. Maybe I'll talk about them one of these days. But I don't know. It's so cool. I 100% recommend it. I know I've said that a lot of the times, but if you're gonna watch a good anime, My Hero Academia is the one. All Might's got the cake. He's got a big booty. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna have to crack open a Red Bull. I think that's something I'm gonna have to do. Let me open up my fanny pack here and get my Red Bull. Yes, I keep Red Bull in my fanny pack. It's a necessity that you need to have in there. So I threw it in my fanny pack. Let's crack this bad boy open. Should I do a review on Red Bull? No, go check out my Twitter. I already did a review on Red Bull. It's a funny video. I thought it was kind of entertaining. It's one of those things where you can watch once and be like, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? The payout. I think I should have made it a little bit shorter though. I want to do more of those like small comedy videos on like Twitter. You know what I mean? I don't know, kind of like Vines, but longer than Vines. So I guess like TikToks, but not TikToks because that's like not. I don't know. I did upload it to TikTok. If you want to follow me on TikTok, I don't do a lot on there, but you can. That's an option. Should I sit here and talk about myself again, like what I like to do? If this is somehow the first you're hearing of me through this podcast, hi, my name is Austin. I should have done this earlier probably, but I like to entertain essentially. I like doing things that people want to come and check out. I try to be funny. I know I'm not funny, but I try to be, and that's kind of what really matters. Oh gosh, I used to last year I kind of branded awkwardness as like my thing. Like I know I'm awkward, so I'm just gonna hype it out, and I think that's what I want to do. Like with the short series that I plan to do, eventually on YouTube, it's gonna be like a character. He's gonna be hella awkward. I don't have a name for him yet. I'm thinking along the lines of Klyle. I think I want to go with Klyle. But he's gonna be hella awkward. He's like over exaggeratedly awkward. A little bit cringy, but purposely cringy, which I think is kind of funny. But last year I kind of branded awkwardness as my thing, and then near the end I'm like, oh no, I don't know. I like branding a lot. I think that's really cool. Maybe do a little bit like some kind of skits with different characters make up. Obviously gameplay videos as well. I don't know, on my YouTube, I kind of don't want it to be. I kind of don't want it to be something that's not. Which is going to be rough because I want to make it professionally done, or at least well done, but I don't want it to be something that's not me. I want it to be me, you know what I mean? Because it's my channel. I want to represent myself and kind of like show myself, and I don't know, maybe get into some more serious topics eventually. I don't know. I'm going to try to be funny. I probably will not be funny, but I'm going to try to be funny. I'm going to film my YouTube is Glowl, GLOWL. The URL is Glowl HD, so you might need to type that in. I don't honestly know what to search to get to my name. I just go to my channel. I was trying to do streaming for a bit, and I got fairly successful. Well, I wouldn't say successful, but I was starting to get somewhere. And I realized that it's not for me. It's not something that I'm capable of doing, because it takes not a lot of commitment, I wouldn't say, but it's definitely time consuming in a way that I can't do, because it needs me to be present there for at least a few hours a night, which is rough because, I have like a job and I have a social life, and it was kind of getting in the way of those things in a sense. So like I don't know, I'm not able to do that. I like something that I can sit down and work on for a few days and then get it out. I don't want to sit down and like stream every day for a few hours. Even though I liked the communication between me and like the viewers and stuff, it's not something that I'm able to do. It's not something that I'm able to do. Mentally, even, it was really, I don't know. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. It's too serious for the first episode. So no, none of that for this episode. But let's get a little drink here. But that was purposely slurped. So that's the kind of thing. When I do something like that, I feel the need to make it a point to let you know that I did it on purpose, because I don't think people will think I'm real. Like, guys, I'm gonna do a lot of bits. Okay, that's something that I plan on doing. This is the first episode, so I'm not like going all in. Like, it's gonna get wild some of these nights. Like, I can already guarantee like some wild stuff is gonna be said, because the people I work with at the place that I work, it's a restaurant, they're really cool dudes. I don't want to dox myself, so I'm not gonna say the name of it, but they've said that I've had very many layers, and that's kind of not how I am. I mean, I'm a nice dude, but like in my little quirk tracks, I'm talking about fucking yo bitch. I'm talking about Mr. Steal Yo Man, all these other things, and then I make like a lot of like edgy jokes. I think edgy humor is my favorite kind of humor, like dead inside edgy humor. So essentially cow chop. But so I plan on, I don't know, adding a lot of that to this kind of stuff. Obviously, taking it easy for this one. I want to talk about, just stuff. I don't know. How do I go off this? What kind of segue is there? There's not really a segue that I can do right now to like lean on from this. I don't know, dude. I just don't know. Oh my god, Becky. Oh my god. Well, I was playing the Binding of Isaac, the Four Souls game last night with a lot of my friends. That game is hella fun. I didn't know how I was gonna like it because, I'm not a huge fan of the Binding of Isaac, but that game is really fun. I think the creator of it's Ed McMillan. McMillan. Forgive me if I'm wrong. It's something close to that at least. And that game is a lot of fun. It's very cool to be able to backstab. It's very cool to work together. That's one thing, because like it encourages you to work together and then fuck everyone over. Which, dude, that's my kind of game. That's what I like to do. In any video game, if it's a game where you don't have to work together, I guarantee that I will mess you up. I will mess your day up. Like in Minecraft, I was a fiend in Minecraft, okay? Like I built traps. Like I was Mr. Blow Up Your House. Like I'm gonna fuck your day up. I'm gonna go in your house, steal all your shit, and blow your house up, and move away and hope you never find me. And then I'll find your new place, and I'll do the same thing over and over. Like this one time I was playing Minecraft with an old friend of mine, and we were building our own like kingdoms, I guess. And I'm not gonna lie, my kingdom was the best by far, but that only happened because I built an underground tunnel that they didn't know about to each of their kingdoms, and I would frequently, while I knew they were out, because we'd be in like Discord calls and stuff, so I'd know like what they were up to, and I would just kind of play it off like, oh yeah, no, I'm working on this, or I'm building this, but I would go in the tunnel, go up to their kingdom, and steal all their stuff. Now, Jesse, Griffin, if you guys are somehow listening to this, which I doubt, but if you are, I'm not sorry for that. you know, I was getting that bread. It's easily. I might have been focused on building the kingdom and let you guys get my material for me. That's messed up. I totally messed you guys up with that. This is my confession. I'm sure you guys, I mean, I know you guys found out that I was, like, you guys caught on. Um, but for the longest time, I don't think I got any of my stuff by myself. I mean, like, the basic starting stuff, yeah. But you guys got the majority of that cobblestone. All of my diamonds, I don't think I got one diamond by myself. Ain't that sick? I made you guys be my bitches. No, but for real, Minecraft is a good game. I don't care who you are. Minecraft is a good game. I'm being honest, it's true. It is true. Minecraft is a good game. I really think it. Maybe it's nostalgic purposes. Gameplay wise, it's cool. It's just an open world building, exploring game. I don't know. That's kind of the games I like. Uh, it was fun. I don't know. It very well could be nostalgic purposes just because I played that game the most of my entire life. I think that's the game that I spent the most time on. Skyrim is a close second, but Minecraft definitely was up there. I I really think it's a good game. Like game of this. I don't know, cause Fortnite now. I was gonna say game of the century, but that's not true at all. Like we know it's not. 10 years ago it was 2000. Oh my god, it was almost 2010. Minecraft came out in like 2007, didn't it? Holy crap. That's wild, actually. That is insane how long ago that stuff came out. I'm old. I might only be 20, but I am old. I feel old. I feel old. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I'm really hoping I can work out the audio on the podcast. I'm just I'm recording with a decent microphone. I got a decent, I got the, the everything. I got everything with it. I just gotta work on like actually editing. It doesn't help that I got birds in the background. My heater's on. Like I that's like stuff I can't change. It's all environmental almost. So I like gotta work around it. So hopefully it's not too bad. Stuff I can't change. It's all environmental almost. So I like gotta work around it. So hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully you don't hate hearing my voice. Please don't hate my voice. Also, it probably doesn't help that I'm sick. Well, I'm not really even sick. It's just my throat. My throat, like, it's making noises that it shouldn't be. Like, this isn't what my voice sounds like. This isn't it, boys. This isn't it, boys and girls. This is not what my voice sounds like, but apparently it is right now. Today, this is what my voice sounds like, and I'm not a fan of it. Yesterday I was fine. Today it's like this, but I'm not sick. Hopefully, knock on wood. Hopefully I'm not sick. I don't think I will be. I don't feel like I'm going to be. Which is good. That's a plus. I know everyone and their mother, everyone was getting sick lately. My whole entire friend group are sick. Like they've gotten sick, and also Brandon. It all started from you. But I've hung out with Brandon a lot lately, and I haven't gotten sick yet. So hopefully I don't. There was one day where I was like, oh no, it might be coming, but it didn't come. It didn't. So I feel like I'm good. I feel like they're mostly getting better now. I feel like I probably dodged the bullet, and apparently it was a very good bullet because everyone was getting bodied. Everyone was getting bodied, and it wasn't cool for them. They complained about it a lot, and I feel good. I feel real good. What crazy has happened in my life lately? Nothing. I've been working on setting this stuff up. I've been working on the Patreon. I've been working on ideas for YouTube. Just setting stuff up. I do plan on getting. I don't know if it'll matter much for audio purposes. I know that's what it's for, but I don't know how much it's gonna help. I plan on installing a sound foam around my desk. Hopefully that will make the audio a bit better. I'm trying to get everything for the audio. Audio is it's more or less the most important thing. Obviously, like, what's it called? Where you try to sell thing. Where you promote it, the look, the aesthetic, not looking aesthetic, the publication maybe. Dude, my bird's going off again. Maybe the the advertising is what I would say is pretty good. The way that he's only going off when I start talking. Is this hearing really that good? I really, really, really need to find a way to like muffle that. I don't know if it's possible because he's so loud. He's a big old jungle bird, right? I don't exactly know what kind he is, but he's huge and white and like loud. He's like white with yellow. His name is Thor. He hates me. I hate him. It's just how it's been since he's been part of this household. I literally get so many headaches from them. They are so obnoxious and loud. He starts it all. Like that bird, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to be near him at all. He's not cool. He just sits there and yells about everything. So Thor, listen to your bud. I don't like you, and he knows I don't like him. I tell him all the time. I'm like, dude, I don't like you, and we yell at each other. My grandparents have had birds like their whole entire like since we've had pets. It's always been birds, and I'm used to squawking, but not that much, dude. It is so bad. I don't know why it's so bad with him. I don't know why he doesn't shut up. I think right now it's because my grandparents aren't home, so there's no one to give him attention. And I think that's why you give him attention. And I think that's why he's going off a lot right now. But it's something that's so annoying, and I really hope it doesn't get annoying in the podcast. I hope I can find a way to edit it out for the most part to make it so it's not something that you can hear, because it's so obnoxious and loud and not good. It's not good at all. Either way, though, I hope this podcast becomes something that's cool. I hope it becomes something that's entertaining and something you listen to on your daily commute. You know what I mean? I feel like podcasts are something that a lot of people are doing lately, and I don't want to be a bandwagoner because I kind of wanted to do a podcast for a while. I just haven't ever, like, I did a prototype, quote unquote, podcast for, it was called Krabby's Corner, and I tried to have something going, but it wasn't what I wanted to happen. It wasn't what I wanted, I guess, and it's something that I feel like this is gonna go a lot better. I really do. I am putting a lot more work into it. Before it was something like, oh, I just kind of want to do it, and I did it without any thought or anything. So I took a step back and I put a lot of thought into this, and I'm really hoping it goes well. I plan on having different segments when I have my guests. It'll be cool. I think it'll be something really cool. Because for a while, when I was younger, I wanted to be like a radio show host, and this is it, boys. This is that right here. You know what I mean? It's not quite the same. I plan on getting a soundboard. I plan on getting all this other stuff, and it's gonna be so sick. I don't know. I don't like talking about like, oh, I want to do this, this, and this, because I'd rather just do it and show you. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I can say I'm gonna do stuff, but if I don't actually do it, there's no like, whatever. Hopefully you guys are excited for this. Hopefully you guys like this. I know the first episode's gonna be a bit iffy. The first episode might not be the best. So if you could honestly leave your feedback down below, whether it be in the comments or on my Twitter or anything, that would be I'd be genuinely grateful about it. Even if you didn't listen through the whole thing and you just kind of skipped around, if you could just kind of give some input, that would be sick. I know podcasts aren't for everyone, but it's something that I listen to like 7 different podcasts, so like it's something that I really want to do, really honestly. Hopefully it's something that I can progress in and get better at, and I don't know. I really don't know. It's gonna be something cool. Hopefully you guys like it. I don't know. I feel like this podcast wasn't bad. I feel like it was alright. It was decent, right? It was okay for a first one. I feel like it's okay. It wasn't too bad. There's a few things that I have to work on. It's all trial and error. I'd say the first 10 episodes are going to be trial and error. You know, it's all trial and error. I'd say the first 10 episodes are going to be trial and error. You know what I mean? And hopefully that's okay with you, because podcasts can go on forever. Like, I know people who are on like the 1000th episode of a podcast, and that's kind of insane. Like, holy crap. That's a lot of episodes. So Episode 1, small start. Hopefully we can get more going. I feel like it's okay. I don't feel like it's been bad. The only thing I can say is my throat iffy, but that's not something that I can change. I gotta work around the bird somehow. And Audacity has to stop stopping. I don't know why it does it. Like, sometimes it'll just stop in the middle of me saying something and I have to go back and, like, kind of re-say what I said. Or it'll just stop when there's a little silent spot, which is kind of more so when it happens. So if I just keep talking 24/7 and don't stop, then it should be good. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I never had this issue with Audacity before. Maybe I have to update it. There might be an update. I honestly don't know. But hopefully it goes well. If you guys have any tips or anything, anything you'd like to see, that's something I really want to know. I want some kind of feedback here, which, I don't know. I feel like it could be okay. I feel like it's something doable. I don't know. I think it's time to wrap it up. We got 10 minutes left before we hit the hour mark, and I don't know what to say. I appreciate it I appreciate you guys coming down, listening. If you've listened this whole way through, that genuinely means a lot. And hopefully we can continue doing this. I'm just a small kid. I'm just a young kid with some dreams, and I want them to happen. I want something cool to happen. I want to do something with my life. I've always kind of been on the back seat of my life, just kind of watching it go about. But I want to start controlling it, start doing things with my life, productive. I've attempted every day this year so far to do something productive, and I've only missed a couple days, like 2 or 3. So I'm very proud of myself for that, actually. Every day I've done at least something productive, and I feel like that's really cool. Which is something I recommend doing. Even if it's something for like 10 minutes, just do something productive that day. And today, this is it. I'm going to get this podcast out. I might record a video later. I don't know what's going to happen the rest of the day. But just getting this out, it's going to be great. So I don't want to ramble on too long, so we are going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you all so much for listening. If you've made it this far, you don't know how much it means. I don't know, feedback, comment section, Patreon. It's only $1 for like the base. Only $1, so you can do that easily. Go do it. YouTube, Twitter, all that in the description. I'll go ahead and say my ats right now. On YouTube, it's @Glowel, or it's not @Glowel. It's youtube.com/GlowelHD. I wish I could change that. I don't know how I can change that, but twitter.com/itsglowl, ITSGLOWL, or the podcast Twitter, which I recommend following the most if you're coming from the podcast. Twitter.com/thecrabscorner. That is THECRABSCORNER. Patreon.com/thecrabscorner. That fun stuff. Mostly it's either It's Glowel or the Crabs Corner, pretty much. But you can check down below. It'll all be there. And with that, I am going to go ahead and say goodbye. Hopefully this was nice. I feel like it went well. That's all that matters, I guess. As long as I feel like it was good, who cares what other people think? No, I'm kidding. I need your feedback. I care what other people think. I care what other people think too much. So you gotta let me know. If it's bad, if this was bad, just don't be a dick. You can have constructive criticism without being an asshole, okay? That's the one thing. That's one thing I gotta say. That's where I'm gonna end it, okay? That's the message from this. Is go check out Machine Gun Kelly's Ballsack on Birdbox. Bandersnatch wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad. Birdbox's ending was trash. My Hero Academia is a hella good movie. The cast for Celebrity Big Brother 2, underwhelming, to say the least. What else would I talk about? Myself. I'm a cool dude. Check me out. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for stopping. I didn't think about an outro to the podcast. I don't know how to end things. That's one thing. I don't know how to end things at all. I don't know how to say good. Peace out, guys.